Hello everyone, my name is Thomas and today we're going to play It Moves. It Moves is an RPG Maker horror game, and if you have never tried RPG Maker, it's a great system to make some good games. Currently, me and my friends are making a game on it right now. Just the brightness so it blends into the background. So, yeah, we're good. Bedtime. Bedtime is supposed to be a happy event for a tired child. For me, it was terrifying. While some children might complain about being put to bed before they have finished watching a film or playing their favorite video game, when I was a child, nighttime was something of true fear. Somewhere in the back of my mind, it still is. This is me. And not someone else. Okay, that's that button. There we go. It's a wolf. It clearly states it on the poster. Full of toys and stuff. Poster from a movie. I got it from my brother. I can't read what the movie is. A table. This child is very observant to his world. Mr. Teddy. And a lamp that must never be turned. Can't check the lamp. Lamp's not checkable. Let's see. I cannot prove that what happened to me was objectively real, but I can swear that what I experienced was genuine horror. A fear which in my life, I'm glad to say, has never been equaled. I will relate it to you all now as best I can. Make of it what you will. But I'll be glad to just get it off of my chest. Alright. Flowers. Mom put these here, trying to brighten up this dark house that we moved into. This is my brother's bedroom. He told me yesterday to keep out of the room that we both had shared until then. Fair enough. He needs his private time. I'm assuming brother is at least a teenager, so this is my father. And that is all. You don't need to know anything else about him. A picture of a man standing around. I think it's Dad when he was younger. Don't go pulling out too much stuff now. It's bedtime soon. Alright. I can't remember exactly when it started, but my apprehension towards falling asleep seemed to correspond with my being moved into a room of my own. Indeed. Alright, let's see, what do we got here? Books full of stuff. Ventilation, I think Mom said this is. A man with a moustache. Not father, but father always asks questions. Just a bunch of clothes in here, nothing to see. Big bed. It's got 2 mattresses wedged on it. Sometimes it's really hard in these RPG Maker games to make things look 100% right, so I understand completely. Good job, though. Nothing too interesting. Mom told me not to touch her stuff, especially this stuff. I think we all know what's in that drawer. For you kids that don't, it's gumdrops and rainbows. This is my mother, who is not my father. How do you like your new room? Soon you'll be sleeping alone for the first time. Yeah, okay. As a child, I was 8 years old at the time, and until then I had shared a room quite happily with my older brother. As is perfectly understandable for a boy 5 years my senior, my brother eventually wished for a room of his own, and as a result, I was given the room at the back of the house. As my brother was given a new bed, I was given the bunk beds which we used to share. While I was upset about sleeping on my own, I was excited at the thought of being able to sleep in the top bunk, which seemed far more adventurous to me. It's the simple things in life, really, that make it all worthwhile. Wrong button. There we go. Shift. It's been a while since I've done the RPG Maker stuff, so couldn't remember. Could not remember. Footsteps. Mother. Alright, it's bedtime. Already? Yes, adults need their sleep, you see. You'll be sleeping alone for the first time. You excited? Yes, Mom. I should start slapping voices to these characters. I realize that now. As my phone vibrates in my pocket. Alright, I'm turning off the lights. Good night. Oh, that's terrible. Maybe I shouldn't do this. Good night. Maybe I really shouldn't do voices. And now, Chapter 1, Cave. Hope the audio is picking up good. I just have... Yes! I don't know what that is. I don't know what it is. What is it? Nothing, I guess. He's just... That's all he's doing. Anyway, all I have is a Turtle Beach headset, and the microphone actually has some pretty good sound. And we're back! A good phone call from dear old mother. Like she has this perfect timing to know when I'm doing this. There's Mr. Monkey and Manky Pants up there. Maybe these are Pokemon. Maybe I'm in the Pokemon world. Oh, it's Skuldor. That is a nice effect. A pot and some ragged cloth for sacrificial purposes. Wonder what's cooking. No, you don't. You do not know. You don't wonder what's... Ah! What the hell is that? It's face. Stalking is such a strong word. I prefer to think of it more as intense research on one individual. By the way, your missing sock is under your bed with me. Just kidding. Is that that's all he says? Okay. Okay, that's a bit bizarre. A cold, unwelcoming breeze comes from the bottom of the stairs. Let's go down. We're adventurous. We sleep in the top bunk. Weird mushroom. Looks poisonous. We don't mess with it. Gotta give this kid credit for one thing. Nah, I don't want to find out what that was. You've got to give this kid credit for one thing. He's somewhat smart at not wanting to touch the things that are bad. You know, don't drink the water. What the hell was that? This is a really well-made game. I wish that I had half the skill. Like, the game that I mentioned that me and my friends are working on is not bad at all. But these textures, everything, this is quite amazing. Let's see, what's up here? Nothing, just a wall. Shiny's on the wall. I see that. It's right. You can't see it, but it's on the right side. It's the face. Ah! Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Yay! We did it. I'm sure everybody's going to think, "Oh, Thomas, that's stupid. You could have done it a lot faster." Well, probably. Sometimes I'm quite terrible with puzzles like that, and sometimes I'm freaking amazing. The run button doesn't work either now, so... God! Oh. Why? Games like this shouldn't even be that scary, but it's really pretty good. It's really pretty damn good. Okay. I can't run, and now I'm just begging to be eaten by things. Ah, no! No! Go! No! You won't let me go! Come on! Face your fears! Face them! I don't think I should have faced my fears, but I did. I did it. I went out. I went after it. I did. I think I died. Maybe not. Mom! I had a bad dream! Mom! Because that's how everyone calls for their mother. That's how I do it. Okay, I'm in control. Well, now I can run. Been real helpful in the dream. Brother! It's locked. Stupid bro. It's so dumb. You don't need to go here right now. I want to know what's in that room. Let's wake up Dad first. Dad! 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 Just like every other father. Mom! I had a bad dream! Blink, blink. Sweetie, what's wrong? I just told you I had a bad dream. Oh, that's too bad, sweetie. Life's tough like that. Deal with it. I'll be up in a minute and we can eat breakfast together. Without the rest of the family, apparently. Alright, hurry up. I'm a demanding child. Go change your clothes and I'll be right there. Okay. 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 So the guy go back in the bedroom. You know what I just realized? I don't even have a closet in here. Where are... Oh, maybe they're in the bottom of the bookshelf. And so another day started. It was a day of little importance to our story. I won't bother you with details. The one thing I remember is that even though I played with my friends like I always did, I somehow still felt lonely. I didn't enter my new room until later that night. It was time to go to sleep again. Meet Murderface. I really feel that arrow is unnecessary. Like, do I sleep here? At the table. You sleep at the table. Can I go? Mommy told me to go straight to bed. Thought you were more adventurous than that. Where's the little rebel I know? Back into the bed for another night of dread. Maybe eat some bread. I'm not a poet. By no means am I a poet. None. Chapter 2. Labyrinth. To face the Minotaur. Probably not. Save? Yes. Okay, what do we got going on here now? These look like faces on the wall. Okay, sad face. Happy face. Ah, I thought so. Happy face. Happy face. Yep. Okay. Happy face. Happy face. That sad face. Sad face. Okay. Let's go. Now, I have seen the demo of this game before, but it's been a really, really long time. I've watched a couple people play it, like Markiplier. So, oh, you know what? I remember that face was in the video that they had, but I think it's a little different now. Ugh. Okay, those don't hurt you, I guess. Whatever. They're just, it's there to mentally mess with you. Oh my god, that face is genuinely, ugh. Like, seriously, the eyes, oh my god. Okay, I'm not even worried about those. As far as I know, they do not hurt you. They're just there to mess with you. But that face in the screen, I am trying not to look at it, but those damn eyes are seriously bothersome. Whoever did this, you are a dick. Oh, good. Let's make it a little bit more visible. Okay. Maybe I should use a strategy on finding these things. Like I said, I've seen the videos for the demo, which was really short. But I don't remember... Ah, the face! But I don't remember where everything is, or if they're randomly generated. I don't know any part of that. Oh, please, just find them so I can get away from this. Oh my god, it's getting bigger and I die. Oh, don't look at it. Like, seriously. Whoever watches this, please know that that is genuinely bothering me on a whole new level. Just get the damn statue, get the damn statue, get the damn statue, get the damn statue, get the damn statue. It's like, stuff like faces and things like that genuinely creep me out. And I hate when people on Facebook put stuff like that, like, you know, you're scrolling, reading happy, you know, oh, well, what did Susie eat for lunch today? Oh my god, no. Okay, it's gone. Ugh, seriously, that stuff like that is wrong. But yeah, I hate when people put stuff on Facebook and you're just scrolling through happy and then suddenly you've got this mutilated face, you know, thing like, oh, share this in 5 minutes or you die. I'm still alive. For now. Back to Creepy Thomas mode. When you awaken from a deep sleep to something moving or stirring, it can take a few moments for you to truly understand what is happening. The fog of sleep hangs over your eyes and ears, even when lucid. Something was moving. There was no doubt about that. At first, I wasn't sure what it was. Everything was dark, almost pitch black, but there was enough light creeping in from outside to outline that room. 2 thoughts appeared in my mind almost simultaneously. The first was that my parents were in bed because the rest of the house lay both in darkness and silence. The second thought turned to the noise, a noise which had obviously woken me. That was it. The bedsheets rustling in the dark and someone breathing, as if some disturbed sleeper was attempting to get all too comfortable in the bottom bunk. I lay there in disbelief, thinking that the noise was either my imagination, or perhaps just my pet cat finding somewhere comfortable to spend the night. It was then that I noticed my door, shut as it had been as I'd fallen asleep. Perhaps my mum had checked in on me, and the cat had sneaked into the room then. Yes, that must have been it. I turned to face the wall, closing my eyes in the vain hope that I could fall back to sleep. As I moved, the rustling noise from underneath me ceased. I thought that I must have disturbed my cat. But quickly I realized that the visitor in the bottom bunk was much less mundane than my pet trying to sleep, and much more sinister. As if alerted to and disgruntled by my presence, the disturbed sleeper began to toss and turn violently, like a child having a tantrum in their bed. I could hear the sheets twist and turn with increasing ferocity. Fear then gripped me, not like the subtle sense of unease I had experienced earlier, but now potent and terrifying. My heart raced as my eyes panicked. Scanning the almost impenetrable darkness, I let out a cry. As most young boys do, I instinctively shouted on my mother. I could hear something stir on the other side of the house. But as I began to breathe a sigh of relief that my parents were coming to save me, the bunk bed suddenly started to shake violently, as if gripped by an earthquake, scraping against the wall. I could hear the sheets below me thrashing around as if tormented by malice. I did not want to jump down to safety, as I feared the thing in the bottom bunk would reach out and grab me, pulling me into the darkness, so I stayed there, white knuckles clenching my own blanket like a shroud of protection. The wait seemed like an eternity. "What's wrong? Did you have a bad dream?" I cried and my mother consoled me. Tears of fear, followed by relief, streamed down my face. Yet through all of the horror and relief, I did not tell her why I was so upset. I cannot explain it, but it was as though whatever had been in that bunk would return if I even so much as spoke of it. Whether that was the truth, I do not know, but as a child I felt as if that unseen menace remained close, listening. My mother lay in the empty bunk, promising to stay there until morning. I remember the next day wanting to go anywhere, be anywhere, but in that suffocating room. It was a Saturday and I played outside, quite happily with my friends. Although our house was not large, we were lucky to have a long sloping garden in the back. We played there often, as much of it was overgrown and we could hide in the bushes, climb in the huge sycamore tree which towered above all else, and easily imagine ourselves in the throes of a grand adventure. As fun it as all was, occasionally my eye would turn to that small window in my room, ordinary, slight, and innocuous. But for me, that thin boundary was a looking-glass into a strange, cold pocket of dread. Outside, the lush green surroundings of our garden filled with the smiling faces of my friends. Inside, the feeling of something in that room, watching me play, waiting for the night when I would be alone, eagerly filled with hate. It may sound strange to you, but by the time my parents ushered me back into that room for the night, I said nothing. I did not protest. I did not even make an excuse as to why I couldn't sleep there. I still felt that this thing would be enraged if I so much as spoke of it. Another night came. That was just as intense as the Let's Play with Markiplier I saw. He is absolutely right. Chapter 3. Factorized. He's absolutely right. That is creepy, and I hope that my reading is pretty good. Markiplier's is the best I've heard, though. Just his voice in general with it. Me, I have this southern drawl sometimes that just gets on my nerves. But still, this is great. I hope this is the completed one. The one he played was a demo. I really hope this is the completed one. This is just awesome. Can I run? I can run. Let's run. Let's run. Ooh, between that creepy face and that story. To who made this game, I salute you. Your wording is so elegant. It immerses you in the game. You feel... This feels like a real story from someone's past. Like someone actually lived this. This is great. Bravo. Bravo to you. Okay. Now I remember this part from the demo too. It's after this that I will be completely in the dark and we will be on our own at that point, kiddos. Some kind of machine. It is a lot better actually playing this though, because now I can see all the details. Some kind of machine. Hello. Ooh, somebody's trying to communicate with me. But you can see all the things that you couldn't from the Let's Play videos. I mean, I know they have it set creepily dark in all the settings, and the cameras sometimes aren't the best. But I hope you guys can see it fairly well. Smells like the layer. Okay. But yeah, definitely you guys should download this game. It is 100% free. I've already been there. It's 100% free. It's a great RPG horror game. Here we go. That triggers a switch that'll unlock a door somewhere else. I do know that. So forgive me for being kind of a surprise spoiler, and I may actually skip ahead a little bit in the video because this one can take just a while, and I don't want it to be too super long for you guys. Once again, I hope my audio is good. With Turtle Beach headphones, I've got the microphone turned up toward my face. Person, no. What How are you? Oh, okay. Not well. I'm in Murder City, and it's not well at all. Gotta find the other switches. Perhaps down here? No. Yeah, that's the... I remember that guy standing there. That's still locked. Okay, let's go back up. Like I said, I may just skip through this part and edit it out and get to it when I unlock all the doors. Creepy mask. Oh no, not this crap again. It's the mask on the wall. Oh, they definitely changed some things from last time. That face is on the ground now. Ugh. Ooh. Blech. It feels like things are crawling all over me too. I think it's just the effect of this game. Ugh. Blech. Okay, that didn't unlock down there. Okay, you can go around that. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, hello again. That's the first switch. Maybe in the top corner? I don't remember. Yes. Let the blood pour in from the sacrifice. Maybe this won't take half as long as I thought. Still might though, because I am retarded, and I will run through these over and over and over again. So I retract the retarded statement. I am just stupid today. Ugh. Just stupid. Oh, like, that's nice. That's a real nice effect. Okay, where have I not been to? How was the mask room down there? Yeah, it's a mask room. I went to that corner. Flipped that one. Okay. I'm pretty sure this was like the first room I flipped the switch in. Is there more up here to the left? Okay, I get the feeling that was the final switch. Runway lights, okay. Let's go down and greet the serial killer, and they could have changed this, because once again, all I've seen is the demo. The pentagram on the wall, I guess we've awakened Satan from his slumber. Oh. Oh yeah, that's different. I don't remember that happening with Markiplier. Oh. Oh. No, no! Okay, after this. Okay, this is all new. I'm going to try to read this as perfectly as I can for you. It's funny how certain words can remain hidden from your mind, no matter how blatant or obvious they are. One word came to me that night, lying there in the darkness, alone, frightened, aware of a rotten change in the atmosphere. A thickening of the air as if something had displaced it. As I heard the first casual twist of the bed sheets below, the first anxious increase of my heartbeat at the realization that something was once again in the bottom of the bunk, that word. A word which had been sent into exile, filtered up through my consciousness. breaking free of all repression, gasping for air, screaming, etching and carving itself into my mind. Ghost. As this thought came to me, I noticed that my unwelcome visitor had ceased moving. The bedsheets lay calm and dormant, but they had been replaced by something far more hideous. A slow, rhythmic, rasping breath heaved and escaped from the thing below. I could imagine its chest rising and falling with each sordid, wheezing and gasping breath. I shuddered and hoped beyond all hope that it would leave without occurrence. The house lay as it had the previous night in a thick blanket of darkness. Silence prevailed, all but from the perverted breath of my as yet unseen bunkmate. I lay there terrified. I just wanted this thing to go, to leave me alone. What did it want? Then something unmistakably chilling transpired. It moved. It moved in a way different from before. When it threw itself around in the bottom bunk, it seemed unrestrained, without purpose, almost animalistic. For that thing lying there in the darkness, that thing which seemed intent on terrorizing a young boy, calmly and nonchalantly sat up. Its labored breathing had become louder. Now only a mattress and a few flimsy wooden slats separated my body from the unearthly breath below. I lay there, my eyes filled with tears. A fear which mere words cannot relate to you or anyone else coursed through my veins. I would not have believed that this fear could have been heightened, but I was so wrong. I imagined what this thing would look like, sitting there listening from below my mattress, hoping to catch the slightest hint that I was awake. Imagination then turned to an unnerving reality. It began to touch the wooden slats which my mattress sat on. It seemed to caress them carefully, running what I imagined to be fingers and hands across the surface of the wood. Then with great force, it prodded angrily between two slats into the mattress. Even through the padding, it felt as though someone had viciously stuck their fingers into my side. I let out an almighty cry, and the wheezing, shaking, and moving thing in the bunk below replied in kind by violently vibrating the bunk as it had done the night before. Small flakes of paint powdered onto my blanket from the wall as the frame of the bed scraped along it, backwards and forwards. Once again I was bathed in light, and there stood my mother, loving, caring as she always was, with a comforting hug and calming words which eventually subdued my hysteria. Of course she asked me what was wrong, but I could not say. I dared not say. I simply said one word over and over and over again. Nightmare. This pattern of events continued for weeks, if not months. Night after night I would awaken to the sound of rustling sheets. Each time I would scream so as to not provide this abomination with time to prod and feel for me. With each cry the bed would shake violently, stopping with the arrival of my mother, who would spend the rest of the night in the bottom bunk, seemingly unaware of the sinister force torturing her son nightly. Along the way I managed to feign illness a few times and come up with other less than truthful reasons for sleeping in my parents' bed. But more often than not, I would be alone for the first few hours of each night in that place. The room where the light from outside did not sit right, alone with that thing. With time, you can become desensitized to almost anything, no matter how horrific. I had come to realize that for whatever reason, this thing could not harm me when my mother was present. I'm sure the same would have been said for my father, but as loving as he was, waking him from sleep was almost impossible. Waking me, on the other hand, was no trouble at all, thanks to the nightmares. That is really deep, really heavy. Chapter 4, Anger Overload. God, you get so swept up in the story. This is all new for me. Ooh, I like the lightning effect. Painted glass depicts some religious man, I guess. Is that a heart? Hook hangs from the wall. A piece of meat hangs to dry from it. It's probably a heart. No! Earthquake? Painted glass depicts some religious man, I guess. Okay. Oh, that is such a beautiful lightning effect. Painted glass depicts a scene from the Bible. Oh, it's so creepy. Oh, I hate spiders too, and that's a big, big spider. Okay, we can't go that way, thank goodness. Various jars with disgusting stuff inside. Another earthquake? Ooh, this is intense. Another one. Various jars with disgusting stuff inside. Okay, that's the door that we came in. Okay, so it just says the same thing. Oh man, I don't know how they did all these backgrounds and things. It's a big pool, but I'd rather not use it. No, not with a giant dead face in it. Spider that lives in this net is nowhere to be seen. He was outside! He was out freaking side! It depicts a couple men standing in front of a car. Okay, sound didn't happen again, but okay. Oh, it's blood and stuff, and oh, those are cats! Why are there dead cats just hanging there? Who has this stuff saved? Oh, big room, this is where we die. Yeah, I see the little spots. We're about to die. Okay. Oh my god, this is bad enough. Okay, what happens now? What happens now? Oh no, please. Oh god, this is actually really, really freaking creepy. Ah! No! No, 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 no! I'm under the assumption that's supposed to happen. Oh, what are those baby-faced... Oh, that is so terrible. Sure, there's something we're going to have to do. Okay. I'm not seeing anything that I can press. All their mouths are shut now. Okay. Except for you. Am I supposed to just keep running through here? Ugh. I guess maybe just keep running through. I don't know what to do. Ah! No! Oh my God, who? This is not how I want to die. Oh my God, why? God, that's so awful. Why is it staticky like that? My greatest fears were realized in the winter. The days grew short, and the longer nights merely provided this wretch with more opportunities. It was a difficult time for my family. My grandmother, a wonderful, kind, and gentle woman, had deteriorated greatly since the death of my grandfather. My mother was trying her best to keep her in the community as long as possible. However, dementia is a cruel and degenerative illness, robbing a person of their memories one day at a time. Soon she recognized none of us, and it became clear that she would need to be moved from her house to a nursing home. Before she could be moved, my grandmother had a particularly difficult few nights, and my mother decided that she would stay with her. As much as I loved my grandmother and felt nothing but anguish at her illness, to this day I feel guilty that my first thoughts were not of her, but of what my nightly visitor may do should it become aware of my mother's absence. Her presence being the one thing which I was sure was protecting me from the full horror of this thing's reach. I rushed home from school that day and immediately wrenched the bed sheets and mattress from the lower bunk. Removing all of the slats and placing an old desk and chest of drawers, and some chairs which we kept in a cupboard where the bottom bunk used to be. I told my father I was making an office, which he found adorable. But I would be damned if I'd give that thing a place to sleep for one more night. As darkness approached, I lay there knowing my mother was not in the house. I did not know what to do. My only impulse was to sneak into her jewelry box and take a small family crucifix which I had seen there before. While my family were not very religious, at that age I still believed in God and hoped that somehow this would protect me. Although fearful and anxious while gripping the crucifix under my pillow tightly in one hand, sleep eventually came, and as I drifted off to dream, I hoped that I would awaken in the morning without incident. Unfortunately, that night was the most terrifying of all. Chapter 5, Urban Explorer. Alright guys, I think I'm going to end it there for part 1. Just a little taste past what the demo had to hold. I'll give you guys a break from my terrible reading because sometimes I stumble over words. I'm not the best, so sorry. I hope I did it as much justice as possible. Go ahead and save though. We'll end it here for part 1. I'll do Let's Play part 2. I'll post that as soon as possible. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Still not very popular right now. Not giving up. I'll be posting more on Facebook, starting a fan page for that. So thank you guys very much for watching. And until next time, farewell. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more of Thomas's high quality, amazing videos. Bye-bye.